Hello everyone. How are you all dears? Have you enjoyed these holidays? Okay dears. Today we are going to learn about something interesting from the science, that is the grade 7 lesson 3 fiber to fabric. Grade 7 lesson 3 fiber to fabric. So in this chapter we will going to be learn about what type of cloth we wear in different seasons and also how these cloth will be made of. Okay. So from these lessons now we are going to learn about fibers from animal, how the fibers will be extracted. The fibers are two types. They are natural fibers and man-made fibers. Natural fibers and man-made fibers. Natural fibers we are obtained from plants and animals naturally. Natural fibers we are obtained from plants and animals, whereas the synthetic fibers or artificial fibers they are obtained, that is made by a human. We are obtained made by human. So the human only made the synthetic fiber, so that only that is a man-made fiber. Man-made fiber. Okay. So from the two types, natural and synthetic, today we are going to learn the natural fibers. Okay. How the production will be going on and how they are processing the natural fibers to make different types and different varieties of clothes or fabric. Okay. So here now we are going to learn about fibers from animals. Okay. Fibers from animals. So what type of animals that give the fibers, or how they are extracted, or how they are taken the fibers from the animals, let us see. Okay. So the first one is wool and another one is silk. These are the major fibers, cloth, fabric we are going to use nowadays. Okay. So here we get wool. We get wool fiber from sheep. From sheep, goat, alpaca. Alpaca is one of the animal in northern side. Okay, that animal in northern side, moreover they are mostly in cold season. No, so they are all the places are having many winter season, or all the places are having mist and ice cubes like that. No, so in that type in that seasons, in the place, the animal alpaca will be having a thick dark hair to escape from the extreme cold. Alpaca and llama. Llama is another one kind of animals that is same like a camel. Same like a camel. And also from the camel also we are taken the fibers, wool. Okay. These are the animals we are taken the wool from their animals bodies only we are taken. So the big project and big production is coming from the sheep. Okay. The big production we are taken the fiber usually from the sheep. Okay. Sheep is one of the major animals that given extra and more product of the fibers for making woolen clothes and and sweaters and shawls like that. Okay. And also the monkey cap, gloves and also the socks, like that only the wool will be used for us. And then silk. Silk means what? Did you heard that word silk? What will be coming on your mind? Silk sarees. Yes, when you heard that word silk, you are just now thinking about that silk sarees, silk skirt, silk shirt, silk waisties. Okay. So like that we are thinking. So the silk is a precious one and also the grand look. It will give grand look. So from where the silk we will be taken, from where the silk will be extracted. So the silk will be extracted from, we will taken from silkworm. we will taken from silkworm. Okay. So what is called silkworm? It is a worm that is a larvae type of animal. So when we are just to breeding the silkworm and we feed the silk, and also from the silk we are getting the silk fiber. So that type of the rearing of silkworm, that means the breeding of silkworm is otherwise called sericulture. Okay, that is otherwise called sericulture. Sericulture is one of the major process nowadays, and in olden days also we are making and we are producing many more products and many more varieties of sarees. So the best example of the sericulture processing is done in our Tamil Nadu is Kanjipuram and Tirubhuvanam. So have you heard about that word Kanjipuram sarees, the Tirubhuvanam sarees? When we are having that the great functions like the marriage functions, the wedding functions, means in that time the bridal girl will be select that the Kanjipuram pattu, Tirubhuvanam pattu, like this, because they are wearing the silk cloth only, the grand look cloth only the bride will be wear. So that only normally their home the peoples will go to the Kanjipuram or the Bhuvanagiri or any other some places of where there is a silk cloth is famous. In that place they have went and taken the cloth for the marriage kill. Okay, so likewise these are the very famous. Okay, so and also the first one we are going to learn about how the wool will be taken, the production of wool and processing of wool from the sheep. Okay, this is one of the major process. Okay, this is one of the major process. So this is very nice. Then how they are going to taken the wool is very nice to see that, and this processing will give the more will make a more type of a valuable products. Okay, so here the processing is made by different types. The processing of wool and production of wool is made by different types. The first one is the processing of fleece. Fleece. What is called fleece? Fleece means the cutting of outer layer of skin of the sheep. Cutting of outer layer of the skin of the sheep. They just shearing. They are cutting with using of machines. They are cutting the outer skin of the sheep. They are fully with the skin they are cutting. Okay, so that is called fleece. So after we are cutting of the fleece, then it will be the fleece will be very dirty. No, so it will be going to processing in many ways. After that only we are getting a pure wool. The processing is many types. That is the first one is shearing. Shearing is first of all we are cutting of that hair, the thick hair of the sheep. After it will go into washing thoroughly, because the most sheep are that is grazing in any other places, no, here and there, and many places is went and grazing. So in the type the dust things, the dirty the sand particles or mud, that will be just stick on the hair of the sheep. So that only we want to clean that process. Okay, so the first one, the cutting of that process is called shearing, and then scoring is we are cutting we are just taking many varieties of fur. In that fur they are just smoothening the fur. That means we have to taken that wool in the type of very smooth and very curly wool. So that only the process is done in that. Okay, that process is called scoring. Another one, sorting. Sorting is making the fiber, making the wool into same length and same structures, that is the sorting. So another one is combing. Combing is with the help of one of the comb like instrument. They are making the fibers into smooth and soft and the same varieties, and also they are separating the varieties according to their quality. They are separating the wool variety according to their quality. That means the above part of the hair is very rough and it is somewhat it will be damaged. So in type of outer part of hair is they are separated in one type, and another hair that is a very soft and under part of the skin fur is they are separated. So likewise they are separated the fur according to their quality. Okay, so that is called the sorting and combing. After the combing, what will be done? Normally we are seeing the sheep. What is the color of the sheep hair? That is a white creamy color, or some other that is black or brown color. Okay, so we want to give a color to that fiber. So they are doing a dyeing method. That is, they are giving a colors, different types of varieties of colors to that wool. So first of all they are taking the fiber. After they are just twisting the fiber and make a thread, hair like structure, that is called thread. After they are making the thread into one bundle, that is called yarn. Okay, that is called wool yarn. After we are doing that, then only they are making knitting the process of wool. After that only they are making the different types and different models of clothes. Okay, so before that they are giving different colors. Okay, after giving the color they are doing the knitting. Knitting means just we are making a sweater, that is called a knitting. Weaving is we are making a shawls in type of using one long machines. So that method is called weaving. Okay, so these are the process. We are getting the woolen cloth, getting the woolen cloth from the sheep. Okay, so what are the varieties of woolen cloth we wear? So when we wear the woolen cloth in the time of winter season and in the region of cold region, they are the people wear the woolen cloths. Example, in our India, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, in their place they all peoples are wear only the woolen cloth. They just wear the monkey cap and sweaters and shawls and pants and gloves and socks. All their clothes are made by only the woolen, because of to protecting themselves from the extreme cold, because there is a very extreme cold. No, so in that climate they have to escaping from that climate, so that only they are making the woolen cloth and wearing. Okay, so after that we are going to learn about that silk processing. So after that wool we are going to learn about that silk processing. Before that I want to tell one thing. So I just tell the woolen cloths. No, so they are the sweater, cap, like this I told. No, and also they are using the woolen cloth for their child also. Okay, so each and every person from child to adult and old man, they are wearing only the woolen cloth, and they are just hide their ears and head, because it will give, the woolen cloth will give warm to that body, so that only they are making a many different process and work hard, and then they are producing that woolen cloth. Okay, that's over. Then the next processing is silk processing. How the silk cloth will be made, now we are going to learn. So already I told the processing of silk is otherwise called sericulture. The processing method is called sericulture. Okay, in this sericulture we are going to learn about the production of silk, how the silk will be produced. So from the silkworm they are taking the small larvae of silkworm, and then they are feeding the larvae. Okay, the larvae eating more leaves, that is the mulberry leaves they are said. Then it will be grow big, and then it will be form a cocoon around that. Cocoon means that is one type of it seems like a white color and spongy type. So that is a cocoon. The many more thread will be rolling around that silkworm. So that is called the cocoon. Cocoon is the main factor to extract to weaving that to preparing the silk thread. Okay, so from the cocoon, after all larvae will growing very big, and then it will form around their skin like a cocoon shape. It will go into the cocoon shape. then they are taking that cocoon, they are taking the cocoon and keep it in the, put it in the hot water, okay. They are put it in the hot water, and then after putting the hot water, the all worm will be dead, it going to die, and then they are separating the deadly larvae and the cocoon part and the silk part separately, and then they are taking the silk part and washing thoroughly in the waters, clean water, and then it will be going to some processing to make a fiber, and it will be going to combing and giving a different colors, that is called a dyeing, and then it will be having to make a fiber thread, that is a thread, and then the thread will be in the process of weaving. They are making a different colors and different beautiful sarees, silk sarees, okay. Not only the silk sarees, silk skirt, silk shirt, silk waisties, silk shirt, like that they are weaving, okay. So this process is very precious, and also according to that processing, already we have know that the processing of cloths, the processing of fabric is very valuable and very precious, so that we want to keep safe the cloth, woolen cloth, and also the silk cloth. So how we want to keep safe that one? We are keeping our sarees, silk sarees and then woolen cloths in the bureau also, no. So in that type there is some cockroaches or some type of insect will come and damage our cloths. So to prevent that damaging from insect, we want to put a mothballs, that is a white color mothballs. The mothballs will prevent the cockroach and insect from the damage to the cloth. So these are the type we want to preserve the precious cloths, and also we will give always the dry wash for the silk cloth. It only give a long period of time for using that silk cloth, okay students. So in this lessons we will now all learnt about that how to made a woolen cloth and silk cloth, and what are the processing to make the wool and silk, okay. So I think it will be clear for you. So let you see in another video. Thank you.